Welcome to the channel. Today, we're gonna be breaking down what I use to film all my documentary projects. We're gonna be breaking down my documentary camera setup. I'm gonna go over every piece of gear on my rig and add all links in the description down below, but first, I wanted to tell you guys why I decided to buy the Ursa Pro 12K. When this camera first came out, my initial reaction was 12K is way too much, I'm never gonna use it. To house the footage, it's gonna be way too expensive. It's just overkill. But as I started looking at the specs and checking out the test footage, I was blown away by the color and skin tones that this camera produces. And since I was in the market for a new camera, I thought to myself, let me try it out, test the waters, check out the camera and see if it was right for me. And I have to say that this camera, in its price range, I don't think that there's a better camera on the market. Now, the goal for my rig was to keep it light, minimal, and most of all, reliable. So I didn't want anything like an electronic follow focus or any other gadgets that had the potential of not being able to work or running out of battery in the middle of me shooting. Okay, so first let's talk about the body. The camera comes with a PL lens mount, and the first thing that I did was change it out to an EF lens mount. At first that might sound like a lot, but the truth is it's actually super simple. You just take out the screws from the PL mount, pop in the EF mount, screw it back in, and you're good to go. Now, the body doesn't come with a battery plate, so you have to actually install that yourself, and the plate and the battery I went with was Indy Pro. After I installed the plate, just fit the battery right in the back, and it fits perfectly. There's really no way around it. You gotta use a brick for the Ursa. I also installed the small rig plate on the side of the camera to be able to add other attachments like a side handle and an SSD. For a side handle, I went with the one from Blackmagic. It's a great build, it feels sturdy, and it's very responsive. I attached the handle right into the small rig plate, and I'm good to go. For storage, I used a 2TB SanDisk SSD, which is one of the cheaper storage options for the Ursa, and so far it's worked great. It handles 8K at 5.1 up to 90 frames without skipping a beat. To hold my SSD, I use the Tilta SSD holder, and I screw it right into the small rig plate, and the SSD slides right in. To mount the mic, I use the Blackmagic mic mount. It's very sturdy, and no matter what you hit or how fast you move, that mic ain't going nowhere. Top handle is very important. I went with the Blackmagic top handle. It's sleek, very well built, and it works in tandem with the mic mount. To hold the monitor, I use the small rig monitor mount. It's sturdy, and it allows you to swivel the monitor up and down. The monitor on the camera is okay, but it's not big enough for me, so what I decided to do was buy the 7-inch free-roll monitor, which is not the best monitor, but it's affordable, and what I use it for is just checking composition and making sure my shots are in focus. Now, a big one is make sure that your monitor comes with SDI inputs and outputs, because this camera doesn't come with any HDMI inputs or outputs. It only comes with SDI. So for my lenses, I went with the Sigma Art 24-35, and I went with the Sigma Art 50mm prime. For audio, I used the Rode NTG3. For the price, I don't think that there's a better mic on the market. It captures great audio and it's very directional. So that's how I build this bad boy. That being said, talk is cheap. Let's roll that test footage. And that, my friends, is my documentary camera setup. If you guys have any questions about the gear I use, drop them in the comments down below. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Like a mastermind?
We are ready. Baby Bo, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Go to your mother. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be breaking down my documentary camera setup. And Bowie's going to keep barking. Get it all out, Bowie. Get it all out. I'll see you. Peace. Deuces. We're out.